Hey everyone, so today I'm going to do a quick date night eye that I thought is very pretty. I've been loving having like a matte eye recently, but I put this on and it's got a little bit of shimmer to it and I think it's beautiful. So this would be really nice, really for anything, but I thought it would be a very pretty date night eye. I'm also going to show you some contouring and highlighting that I do. I will put a timestamp below on if you want to skip the eyes to hit the contouring. And this is the final product, and I hope you all enjoy the video. Thank you for stopping by.
I'm going to go in with my eyes. This is a Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. Going to start off with the one that has eyelid on it. It's like a pinky peach. Putting that on my eyelids just above the crease. Going to work that in back and forth on both eyelids, creating definition and transition shades for this look. Using my Morphe brushes, this palette actually blends really nicely. I really like this palette. On both sides here. This look is really pretty for going out and about or just like going to work. It's a pretty office look as well. Working that in back and forth, staying above my crease. Now I'm going to go in with the shade just below it that has crease written on it. It's like a brown shade, and going to work that in my crease all the way across from left to right. We're doing a full eye look. And just working that in nicely. Blend that in so you have no harsh creases. From one eye to the next. You want to put as much eyeshadow in there as or how dramatic you want it. I just wanted you to be able to see a pop of each color. So you have like the pinky cream color and then the brown in the crease, and you're able to distinctly see these colors when you're finished. If you were looking for like a more dramatic eye, you could definitely do more of that brown in there. Now on top of that, I'm taking my Bare Minerals Ocean Tide. It's a loose powder, and putting that on there. It's like a blue, dark blue gray color. It's very pretty. It works well. It looks a little off when you're doing it at first here, but it'll turn out really nicely. So packing this Ocean Tide on both eyelids. Make sure you're going to cover from corner to corner. And now I'm going to go in with my Bare Minerals loose powder, the Hyacinth, and it is like a purple shimmer color. Putting it on top of this blue really makes it pop. So I'm going to pack that on. It is very pretty. I like to do my eyes before I do my face. That way, in case you have fallout, you can wipe that away. With these Bare Mineral loose powders, you're naturally going to have fallout because they're loose powders. But even still, I don't feel like the fallout is tremendous with these. It's just a habit for me to do my eyes before my face. So once you have those packed on, I blend in the crease again just to make sure everything looks cohesive and there's no harsh lines from that transition of putting that shimmer shade on. Been using a lot of matte eyes lately, but the shimmer has worked out well for this one. I think it is very pretty. Use the Bare Minerals mascara there, and what I'm using for my contour is Wet n Wild. It's a dual-ended contour stick, so it has the contour and the highlight on both sides. I'm using the 7518, which is the light medium. Now I use that contour end. It does have, when you first open it up and you're trying to use it, it feels a little like it's not going to work. Once you break that little, it's almost like a seal over it, and then it blends out perfect. Using a wet beauty blender, I am blending that in. You want to hit your high points in the area that is going to create shadow. So your cheekbones, underneath your chin, it's going to help to thin out your face. Go from up by your eyebrow down to your nose. This is going to thin out your nose. And then up by your hairline as well. This creates more thinning aspect, so it kind of tones in your face. And then just make sure to blend everything out nicely. Now the highlight end on this Wet n Wild stick, I'm not going to lie, I do not like it. It does not really work very well for me. It's got some very pink undertones. It doesn't work well. So I just stuck with my Urban Decay Naked Skin highlighter to use that, or excuse me, concealer, excuse me. So the concealer that I'm using is the Urban Decay concealer. Whatever concealer you have, I also really like the Maybelline concealer that you can get at the drugstore. It does not have to be a high-end concealer to do contouring and highlighting. I really like this Urban Decay. I think it covers very nicely. Again, just using the Wet Beauty blender to blend this all in. Once you get it all blended in, you're gonna, after you highlight your T-zone with your concealer and get it blended in, then you're gonna need to set it. So what I've been using lately is the RCMA No Color powder to set. So I dip my Wet Beauty blender into the RCMA and then pat it underneath any areas that you want to set so that they don't move throughout the day. If you set this, you can wear this for hours. I'll wear it at 10-hour, 12-hour work days, and this one I did end up wearing overnight and a work night for 12 hours, and it stays perfectly. I'm using my e.l.f. palette. It is a bronzing palette. It has a very good color for me personally to use for contouring. Now using that RCMA, you can clean up any lines that you have created with the contour that you're doing. So by stamping out those lines, you're going to create a sharp line so it doesn't look so muddy or messy. Now I'm just blending in my neck to make sure everything is cohesive so it doesn't look like you're 2 shades darker on your face and your neck. And I like to use my Bare Minerals loose foundation for this. I like to use a cream foundation for my face and a loose foundation for my neck. Gonna just wipe away that RCMA powder, and it just sets your face very nicely. Once you wipe away underneath your contour, your line is going to be set in a straight line. And you'll see here. And that just cleans it up, makes it more straight, so it gives you more of like a cut on your cheek to bring that in. Now I'm going to use my Becca Jaclyn Hill highlight and blush palette, dipping into the Amaretto blush. I personally love this blush. It looks very dark in the pan, but it is a beautiful color on your cheeks. And I'm very fair, and so I'm sure it shows up different for every skin tone, but it's a gorgeous color. And then also using that palette, I'm going to dip into the highlight. And this highlight is like a gold, rose gold. After I'm done mixing it, it's like a rose gold. And it's just mix the Champagne Pop, and the other name is eluding me, but the other one that's in the palette, Prosecco Pop. Mixing the Champagne Pop and the Prosecco Pop, and it creates almost like a rose gold. I picked up these e.l.f. pens, or e.l.f. Lipsticks in Target the other day, and I really love it. It's like a matte lipstick. It's almost like a pencil. You draw it on and it looks great. I love it. I think it turned out very pretty. But this is the look, and so let me know what you think, and if you want me to do anything else, just let me know below. Thank you.